Never just wake up feeling positive, feeling like going to the gym, feeling like having a healthy meal. Most of you guys are intellectuals, you went to college, you think you're smart, but emotional intelligence is what's lacking in 2025, and that's how you're going to be able to separate yourself in the world of results, in the world of business. Well, in my personal capacity, what I've noticed is that stress management and emotional intelligence are far more superior than intellectual intelligence, because most people go by how they feel, and unfortunately feelings have no regard for getting results in the real world. Being smart was good in school, but in the real world it's about who can outlast the pain and who can conquer their emotions by conquering their mental state. And the whole point of me making this video is you cannot think your way into positive thinking, you need to act your way into positive thinking. So first thing, within the first hour of waking up, do some push-ups, do some burpees. There's a scientific reason for this. Burpees or doing any form of physical exercise induces dopamine, which is a mental positive hormone, which is responsible for making you feel good, feel like you can conquer any other thing since you've conquered yourself. Like for example, I've been experiencing a lot of negativity externally in my external environment, but because I'm able to constantly get myself up and force myself into doing things that strengthen me, I feel like I can overcome my personal problems, my business problems, and it all comes from conquering self, because life is a mirror, it's not a window. Your external environment will only reflect what's happening in here. So if you feel like a loser in here, you're obviously gonna act like a loser and then manifest losing results. But if you feel like a winner here by the positive habits, investing in yourself, eating clean, pushing yourself physically, pushing yourself within your business. Even before we get to the business, with me, before I get to my business, if I fail on the personal habits and the personal standards, my business also suffers. So all that I know that if I take care of my behind the scenes work, the affirmations, the personal financial planning, like tracking my spending, tracking the food that I eat, tracking my mood, listening to positive stuff, if those habits are in line, I feel like I can kill it within my business, and then usually I kill it within my business. But when I start slacking on these behind the scene wins, everything else falls off. So, and even the smallest of problems seems like the hugest of issues. But then once you conquer self, the problem doesn't change. And then? Weird. The problem doesn't change, but the person that's perceiving the problem changes. Because you're operating at a higher frequency of self-love, self-investment. And that shifts your perspective, and the problem appears to be small. And you're able to move the mountain with your word, with your mind. Guys, I was able to move a huge mountain a few weeks ago that was set in my life. Huge bout of adversity. I was able to move it and make it seem insignificant and crush it literally, and walk over it towards and upwards to my goals, because I was able to elevate myself through these principles. It's even in the Bible, guys. Seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. What is the kingdom? It's his principles. What are his principles? They're in the Bible. He told us that we are made in his image. He is a creator, and he created us to be creators, because he is creative in his nature, and he created us in his likeness. So our likeness is creativity. So if we're not creating, we won't feel like we're progressing. And there's no such thing as stagnation. It's either regression or progression. So let's keep creating, but we first need to align our habits, align our mindsets, get rid of the vices, the low frequency habits, the low frequency emotions, the low frequency thoughts that put us in that low frequency of shame and guilt. Get rid of those. You'll never attract high possibilities if you're in a low frequency. I'm going to post a frequency chart that's going to give you guys a better understanding of this. Anyway, stay blessed, buy the best. Let's get it.